Well, today we're going to talk about the most overly used Yandere memes. Now, as someone who's been really into, Yandere meme culture, I could, show you the, glimpse of things that really bother me. And the bane of my existence whenever I'm trying to find a unique, Yandere meme. You're probably going to understand a bit of my madness when you start noticing it. Disclaimer, I should probably tell you, there's gonna be spoilers because I will be explaining some of the meme's origin, but other than that, I hope you guys enjoy it. This meme, I want to say, is a very, classic caption Yonder meme, if that makes sense. Now, when I was younger, me having friends and everything, we would see this meme a lot. Especially on those normal anime meme sites at the time, at least when they had them in the early 2015s. I want to say. I want to say I could have probably seen this at least 1,000 times, and I probably would have been right, at least by that really exaggerated number I just gave. But yeah. But I think this meme literally speaks for itself. Such a classic meme. Great, simple, and overly all gives you that, I guess I want to say that, Yandere meter of the day. If you've seen the Fate series, you probably recognize this meme. Even if you've never seen Fate, you've definitely seen this. If you're just an average, normal, anime fan, you've definitely seen this. Now, I probably don't remember her name, but I believe it was Kuro, K-U-R-O. She basically got stuck in a pool of water, or was it mud? I forget. The point is, she has a hard time getting out of it, and obviously it's Ren and her, I want to say other friend, I forgot her name. They're just laughing at her. And I have to say one thing, this is definitely the most overly used anime meme. Yep, I said, yep, that's right, I said anime meme in the video where I'm talking about Yandere overly used memes. Now, you know how there's those normie memes that everyone overly uses, it's not even funny, those, think of Minions memes, like that. Yeah, this is literally, the equivalent of that, but for weebs. When it comes to normie memes, this is the anime normie memes of memes, if that makes sense. Nevertheless, this is definitely the most overly used Yandere and anime meme, in my opinion. I really love the Crom Gay series a lot. I literally got 100% on them, at least when it comes to achievements. Now, this meme, without a doubt, is like that one annoying sister that follows you around once she learns how to walk. If you couldn't tell already, I have a real life sister. Now, this meme at first is very wholesome and caring, but as time goes on, when you see it for the 80 billion time, it just gets annoying. What I'm trying to say is, the game really carries these memes a lot more than you think it does. But nevertheless,
okay, so you've probably seen this meme before too, or at the very least, you have a rough idea where this anime came from. I just have to say that this screenshot that they made this meme out of, yep, I definitely cried when I saw this scene from that anime. And without a doubt, it's one of the really few good anime of 2018 in my personal opinion. At least when it came to the whole romance genre during that time. Now, if I could say a thing or two about this, it's without a doubt a very historical anime iconic moments. But at the end of the day, it's really just a screenshot and they just slapped on the caption. That's a Yonder caption and just call it a day. Without a doubt, it's definitely overly used, like a lot more than you think it is for some reason. Yeah, man. But other than that,
Alright, so for anyone who's ever been out of the rabbit hole, at least the VTuber one, this is Mume, otherwise known as this. Yeah, I am not gonna say all that. But the thing that you need to know is that she's from a company that's known as Hololive EN. That's the parent company is known as Cover Court. Basically, she is a higher, I guess actress would be the necessary job title for this. No. Basically, she plays a role as a character that many people more or less just dub Mume for short. She is basically the manifestation of society / civilization. At least within the lore videos, it seems to indicate that. But there's just one thing I have to say about this. She's arguably one of my more favorite VTubers, mostly because of her, what I like to call the Patrick smartness, if that makes sense. You know how Patrick can be really funny at times, but at the same time he has a bunch of, random moments of being smart. I feel that might describe Mume, kind of. But she's very, very smart, but also a huge goofball at times. So, the thing that makes this an overly used Yandere meme is that it literally is like the first thing that comes up at the current moment when you search up Yandere meme on Google. I'm surprised, honestly. At the time, they were doing like VTubers and other like anime characters, just like breaking chains. There was like a trend for a bit. It was like maybe like a week or so. And the funny thing is this, right? She posted it herself on her during Christmas time, I believe, which definitely skyrocketed this meme, especially with her following. It's without a doubt definitely got reposted a bunch of times. And the more funny thing about this is that her co-worker, or anyone who's a VTuber fan, we like to call genmates in this case, because she's part of the council group within Hololive EN, there's this one particular character with green hair known as Fauna. And, she knows how to play mostly every dairy for SMAR purposes, but she knows how to play a Yandere character effectively. And given that currently at the moment, out of the entire Hololive Corporation at the current moment, she's the only person who can be described as a soft Yandere. Which is very ironic, given that, if anything, you think the first thing that would pop up before, when you search up Yonder Me would be her, but no, it's Mume. Mume beat her somehow. We have another Crimson Gray meme. So yeah, we saw this earlier in the list, but basically, to me at least, this meme is more like a safe point, or a safe area, when it's like, take a break. I'm sure you've probably seen those, like, TikTok or YouTube shorts where it's like, you've been scrolling for a while, take a break. And I see this meme when it's usually a good indicator for me to be like, yeah, I need to take a break. Now, nevertheless, how can I say this? This screenshot is from a very, very important event from the Crimson Gray series. Nevertheless, I would say it's historical Yandere moment, if that makes sense. And this is necessarily just a few captions onto it, just call it a day. But this scene is really, really important because if I remember right, the character you play as, John, who's depressed, was being held captive against his own will. And I believe this is the necessary action he has to perform in order to get the true ending within the game, which is rather than trying to escape, he chooses to stay. Like he could have escaped. Like he got rid of his chains and everything. He could have easily walked out, but Instead, he just sat down and just to wait. Which, mentally broke down the character known as Lizzie. And he's just consoling her, basically. So yeah, pretty important, powerful scene, if that makes sense. Again, just play the game. And if you already played the game, then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, here's another Crom Gay meme again. This, without a doubt, is a meme that doesn't really spark many emotions to me. I'm gonna be real honest with you, the joke is kind of bland and kind of boring. Again, it's pretty much overuse at this point. It's kind of like a filler arc in Naruto, Like, does it really matter if it's canon or not? Now, if you know anything about Yanderes, you've probably seen the anime known as Future Diary. And that's for good reasons. This basically comes from episode 1, where Yuno herself kind of does a pose, which the community kind of just dubbed the Yandere pose. And at this point, I have to say this is the more like iconic anime / Yandere historical moment. And this definitely was a meme, without a doubt. Meme-ish, I guess you could call it. I don't even know what to call it. You could definitely see this pose in different type of character. Like, many people have, draw many characters using this pose. For example, that Beatle I was talking about, Fauna. Here you go. Yandere pose. Here's another one, and here's another one, and here's another one. It's pretty easy to do, I would argue. But again, with the help of AI art, this without a doubt is just gonna exist for eternity. But other than that, all I have to say is, I'm not the biggest fan of this meme, but I can definitely respect it, So, you must be wondering why there's a black screen or a white screen. And it's like, where's the meme? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think I can even show this on YouTube, I'm gonna be honest. But as anyone who's ever heard of School Day, you've probably been spoiled by this meme, at least the ending to it. And, anyone who's ever seen the actual anime itself, they would describe it as a train wreck. Or something you should probably never watch, because everyone's just unlikable. Kind of like Redo of the Healer, where no one's really in the right. But, other than that, I kind of never really liked this meme. It's like, the punchline is weak in my opinion, and just borderline, just like, not really funny. Just kind of boring and bland. Like, I've seen more messed up stuff in real life, because my dad showed me a couple of stuff he found on the internet, but other than that, not really. Kind of bland, boring. Definitely gets overly used for no apparent reason. I mean, I've never seen a single person who's ever actually laughed while looking at this meme. Like, I'd rather laugh at Coco Melon than this meme. No, well, other than that, if you have any better ideas that might be considered an overly used Yandere meme, write them down in the comment section, and I might do a part 2. But with that being said, I might do it in 50 billion years, because I still got problems in my left ear. Other than that, goodbye.